Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a quick get ready with me, start to finish. Puff and I are going to go out to the movies, so I thought that I would film a get ready with me using a bunch of new products. So a lot of the things that you guys saw in my haul, and then some new things that, you guys haven't seen yet, because I like to trick you guys. But yeah, I'm in different clothes from the video, same makeup, but I went and changed for going out to film the intro, so I looked a little more cute than just like my little baseball tee, but whatever. This is a get ready with me. I have said that 3,000 times. Let's just jump into the video. All right, I'm going to start off using the new LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition Foundation. This is supposed to be illuminating, long wearing, lightweight, high coverage. It's got all the claims. And the shade I am using is in the shade Fair. I do have all my normal primers on, so just watch my foundation routine for that. This to me looks like it's about like an NC 20, like between a 20 and a 25. But I do. So I like the color, I like the finish of it. I have like a few little breakouts starting to come up, but it covered it, and I wouldn't say it's full coverage right off the bat. You can kind of tell, like, I feel like my stars are a good indicator of the amount of coverage you're getting, but it did cover everything, and you probably get more coverage with a brush, but I was just feeling a beauty blender today. Absolutely nothing new with concealer. I'm using this Smashbox 24-hour waterproof. Studio Skin, that's like the main name. I'm sitting here trying to decide if I want to be bronzed or more I don't know. So I'm just going to use this because I haven't used it. I've used it on clients, but I haven't used it on myself. So I'm kind of excited to try this. This is the MAC Studio Quiktrik stick, and this is in the shade Softly Does It and Tight and Tawny. So I'm going to take the Tight and Tawny side. And I'm going to apply this on my face. And then I'm going to use this brush. This is from Luxie, and it is the 512 Small Contour. And I got this in my Boxy Charm, so I'm going to see if I like this. And you can see this blends out like real easy. I do feel like my foundation is moving a little bit. So I'm going to go back in with my Beauty Blender, because I haven't seen that happen like on clients when I'm doing their makeup. Yeah, because there's even like foundation like all rolled up on this. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do on my cheeks, this works just fine up here, and I'm just kind of bouncing it. And that's how I put on my Soleil Tan de Chanel. So I'm going to apply this straight to my Beauty Blender. We are improvising. And I'm going to apply it. Yes, there we go. That is a million times better. Yep. Okay, so Quiktrik stick. With this foundation at least, because like I said, when I was using it at work, I was using a MAC 170. This guy right here, it's real dense, and it was real easy to get it to move. But it just might have been that the foundation that I was using had already set. I don't know, but on top of this foundation, I think that this application works better. Because the color is gorgeous, and the finish of it is really nice. It was moving around and looking patchy. I didn't like it. At least with the brush, I didn't like it on myself. But this looks good. This looks good. Okay, so I'm going to set underneath my eyes. Nothing new here. Same old Hourglass. But I am going to use a different powder for my face. So I'm just going to set, this is Hourglass Diffused Light. I'm just setting underneath my eyes. Alrighty, now I'm going to go in with the Studio Perfecting Powder in the shade Light. And this is what it looks like. It's from MAC. This is a lightweight, light coverage, very soft focused powder. It has this really weird, like, almost like a sponge foundation, like those cushion foundations, but I don't know, it kind of keeps the powder from making a huge mess, so you're not going to end up dumping it all over the place, worrying about sifters and all that jazz. You see it right there? This thing? It's pretty cool. And I'm going to use my MAC 167 short handle, and you kind of just pounce it in here, and it gets the powder on the brush. I like that. My foundation still looks luminous. It doesn't look like super matte. I like that. Okay, so we're gonna go on blush. This is from LA Girl as well. This is a blush and bronzer and highlight quad. And I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. Also from LA Girl, their new Strobe Light Strobing Powder, and this is in the shade 100 Watt, and I'm going to use a Sigma fan. Ooh, that's a little powdery. And knock off the excess. That is really pretty though. Like really pretty. This is why I didn't use the other end of the Quiktrik stick, because I wanted to use this and I knew this was pigmented because I had touched it already, so I didn't want to be like highlighted to high heavens today, even though I just keep adding on highlight. And now I'm actually going to go back in with that same powder that I used to set my face, and I'm going to buff using this. And I'm going to show you guys that you can use a tinted powder to do this as well, going with the same brush, and I'm just going to go all over with this. And for brows, I'm going to use another new product. This is from MAC, and this is the Brow Sculpt Pencil. It kind of feels a little bit waxy almost, but it's meant to grab onto your hairs. And the color I'm using is Stud. So on one end, we've got the spoolie, and then on the other, I have the angle tip. Like the Anastasia Brow Definer. Yes, I love this kind of style tip. And I'm just going to fill in. So what I like about this is that I can just grab hold of the hairs that need a little extra oomph without completely filling in my brows. So it looks a little bit more natural, but you can totally fill it all the way in if you wanted to, but I don't want to. Okay, so I primed my eyes using MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot per usual, and then I'm going to take this palette right here. It is the Studio Makeup on the Go. I got this in my BoxyCharm, and this is, which Cool Down. This right here. I have the other one as well. I've never used it on camera, but it's really nice. And then this one I expect to be the same. So I'm going to take this shade right here on a MAC 227, and I'm just going to pop this all over to set that paint pot. I love that there is a shade in here for me to do this with. Like, I love that I don't have to go find my MAC Blanc type, which apparently is not being discontinued anymore. I mean, thank you, MAC, but yeah, I bought a ton of them and it makes me look like a liar. But I'm not a liar. MAC just changed their mind. They did that with a few things. Like, a lot of them are still being discontinued, and there's a lot that aren't. I was doing stock the other day. I was like, what is all this Blanc type doing here? And then I'm looking at the sheet and it no longer says phase out. I'm like, oh, did bunch of people contact you and say, don't do this to me. That's what I'm envisioning. MAC 217 and the shade right here. This one is like the creamiest in the palette. It is so soft. And I'm going to throw this in my crease. And I'm going to work it upward as a transition shade. Circle motions to do so. And I'm sorry I'm not zoomed in, but that takes some time for me. And I'm trying to go to the movies. So yeah, I gotta film this video and I gotta film my haul video, and then Puffin and I are gonna go to the movies. So yeah, I have no time for Zoom right now. Back in with that 217, I'm gonna grab this shade right down here. I'm gonna go directly in the crease with this one. Whoever said shimmers can't go in the crease lied. They lied to you, because they can. I can do an entire eye look with nothing but shimmer and it'd be just fine. I feel like these shades are muddying together on me a little bit. So I was going to go in with this dark shade on my lid, but I don't know if I am anymore. So I'm going to start off by taking this shade right here on a MAC 242. I'm going to go underneath my brow arch. I'm actually going to bring this down a little bit to soften up some of this outer edges of these other shadows. Just like I said, I feel like I don't know. They're good shadows, but I feel like you can't be like too blendy with them because I feel like they just kind of go into one another. For my lid, I'm going to go in with this one. This one's my favorite in the palette, so I'm interested to see how it goes on the eyes. I'm going to take a 221 and this shade right here, this bottom shade, and I'm going to get a little definition to this eye. this outer corner. I think next time I use this, I'll just have to be a little bit more careful is all. Clean blending brush and just kind of go around the edges of that. I'm not going to add anything more to my lower lash line because I don't want it to get muddy. But for the inner corner, back in with the 242 and this shade right here. Pop that right there. I'm going to add some liner. I'm going to go a little thicker on the outer edge and then bring it in halfway kind of thing. And I'm going to use the Chanel Calligraphy in Hyperblack number 65. I'm going to do this off camera, add mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, while off camera, I put on my mascara. I use Volume de Chanel. I put on like this little lip gloss to see if I liked it for this look. And it is pretty, but it was just too pink for me today. Like, too pigmented pink, so I'm gonna go with a different lip combo. This is MAC Honey Love, nothing new here. And then I'm gonna top that off with the Marc Jacobs Sugar Sugar. I have been like living for this stupid gloss. Yeah, it's gonna be my favorites. Spoiler alert. Alright, I am going to check back in with you guys and let you know how the makeup lasted on my face. Until then, have a good day. I think I'm going to the movies. Probably to see a movie I don't even want to see, but time with the puff. Okay guys, I just got back from the movies and yeah, you can see it's dark outside now. I've had this foundation on for about an hour and before I left, my contact was messing with my eye and is bugging me, so then I had to put my glasses on and then I felt like I needed to change again because I'm weird like that and just felt like glasses and like, I don't know, a studded jacket was not working for me, but I'm a weirdo. But anyway, back to the foundation. So I did blot one time with a tissue. Nothing was separating or anything. I just got a little bit shiny in the T-zone. That's pretty normal for me, but it didn't look bad by any means. And this is what it looks like now. If I take my glasses off, I'm obviously going to have the things on the sides of my nose because that happens no matter what. Let's see if I can get you guys close. I literally cannot see without my glasses. Hold on. I will have no way of knowing if you guys are in focus when I take these off, but here we go. So yeah, this is what it looks like up close. Anywho, I personally like the foundation powder. Everything I wore. Wait, let me look at my eyes. Nope, no creasing or anything on the eyes, so that's good. So yeah, there you go. I give it 2 thumbs up, and yeah, if you're oily, you may not like this, but maybe still worth a try for 10 bucks. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.